an hour and a half before
I feel like I did more than an hour's worth of work.
I'm saying the stream itself was 2 hours and 22 minutes. And I know for a fact we did not roll a single dice before an hour and 22 minutes. And I know it took at least half an hour for Dallas to give like 5 to 6 sentences of not from Dallas's fault, from the amount of times that we interrupted and made jokes and did other things. So like, you know,
I feel like
I'm getting performance evaluated right
any
now.
of this.
There is absolutely no judgment, but like, I do at some point want to stop DMing this campaign.
That's not the.
I want to get to the end of this.
Hey, you guys listen here. Now you listen good. We're live.
I love how Callisto's eating his stew.
We're live, but we're live on 3 separate platforms right now.
Wow.
We are live
Look at me,
on.
Mom. I'm famous.
We're live on Twitch, as we usually are. We're live on YouTube, and we're live on Facebook.
Nice.
However, we're live on my personal Facebook because going live on the Amateur Hour Gaming page would have cost me $12.
We're not there yet.
Nah.
No.
We're investing time.
Yes.
We'll
But
get to that
we are
point,
live.
but, yeah.
Time and good
Heck
looks.
yeah.
And now we're on face cams too. And we can all watch Noah eat his stew.
And my cat.
How's your stew turn out, by the way, bro?
Yeah, you got to tell us about your
come on,
stew.
Noah. Tell us about your stew.
Emotionally invested.
So I'm eating it with the savory zucchini bread with 2 different cheeses I made yesterday. And
Not a part of that.
it's solid soup. I added a little cumin and lemon juice to finish it off. A little bit of spinach, you know. It's 10 out of 10. I would make this bitch again. I made meatballs with Beyond Meat.
Yo, what do you think
did-
of Beyond Meat? Because I thoroughly enjoy it.
It's fun. You said you enjoy it?
Yeah. Of all
Good.
of the fake meat, it is the one that I enjoy the most.
Yeah, I mean, I use
Of
it.
all
for-
of the fake meat.
There's a lot of fake meat out there, guys.
They're really
You
like
gotta be on the lookout for
Beyond
fake
Meat. There's
I was muted. Have you been to the grocery store lately? Like,
yeah,
there's fucking like 30 different
Impossible.
kinds
No,
of
Beyond
fake
is
meat.
not the one I like. Impossible.
Impossible
is the one I like.
meat, yeah.
Impossible's super good.
Which one? do I
Yeah,
have?
there's something to the impossible meat that I forget what protein they put it in, but it like definitely has a meat taste. Yes.
And it's gluten free too.
Yes.
Shout out to Impossible Meat.
Shout out
Sponsor.
You get a
Exactly.
Sponsor us.
Shout out Impossible Meat.
Not sponsored, but
Not
sponsor
spun,
us.
but I mean, you could.
Eventually.
If you want to fuck around and sponsor a
The
D&D
meatballs-
campaign,
the meatballs turned out really well with it. So 10 out of 10.
Oh yeah.
hit us up. We'll do a whole campaign about the evils of unsustainable farming techniques.
Oh.
I will. For
I would.
You
an
wanna
actual
write that campaign
sponsorship,
idea?
yeah. For an actual
baby.
sponsorship, I would DM that campaign in a heartbeat.
Hey guys, it's Hot Wife.
Hell yeah.
Hey,
Hot
Hot Wife.
We're on.
We stand Hot
we're on
Wife.
Facebook,
We stand Hot
YouTube,
Wife.
and
Stand
Twitch
Hot Wife.
today.
Oh, balls.
Hey.
I was adjusting my
Everything in my
computer
body cracked when I did that. I'm 80, y'all.
I'm 80.
I'm 80, y'all. Oh my goodness. You are the cutest thing in existence.
Oh my god. Oh.
Sound like a dirty.
This feels very uncomfortable in general.
Oh, but it feels so
no, I'm here for it.
nice.
Under my eyes while I do this.
I can't. I have to finish my job.
Courtney.
Oh.
I can't either because I'm doing things. But
Oh my god.
yeah, fucking
Oh, I almost gagged.
adjusting all my lighting because I decided to go live on my Facebook as well. Hi Maggie, love you. just for fun, and then
Well,
it just has the thing to tune into Game Daddy because I'm not gonna do it. You're just gonna hear me talking over here. If you want to watch the whole thing, you gotta go to the Twitch. But
I'm trying to ginger beer.
I love that. Just periodically say,
Oh yeah,
yeah,
hi
if you're
Isaac.
confused at what's happening, there's a whole other 6-person conversation happening at Twitch instead of just my live.
yeah, there's a whole
that's
bunch of other
very
people
funny.
involved
That's
here.
the monthly
It's very,
cost.
very
It
funny to
would
me.
cost me to stream this to the Amateur Hour Facebook.
Yeah, we ain't got like money for that, so
Yeah, that's
we're
not
trying to
really.
pay bills
And have babies.
with non-existent dollar bills.
That's how that happens.
It's hard.
It's
Also,
hard out
why,
here for a pimp.
why was I being Christopher
You
Walken?
know,
for a
it's
second?
hard out here for a bit.
Also,
My eyes haven't seen some crazy things in these streets.
something is incorrect. That's better. Where is the
Appreciate
other
you,
thing
Dallas.
that's... There's the other thing that's
Maybe we just
incorrect.
need to eat food.
There we go.
I have a name.
Boom. There we go. Now we're
Better.
all better.
All better?
Yes. I looked at the stream and it for some reason 2 of the frames were off.
Good time.
Unforgivable.
Unforgivable.
Think of the ginger beer.
It's not bad. It's kind of weird. I haven't had
Which one are you having the
that.
tropical Red Bull?
No, this is a Bundaberg ginger beer.
Ginger.
Bundaberg ginger beer.
Oh, that
Shout
sounds
out.
so good. Hella fresh.
Not sponsored.
So we said
Could be
Not
though.
sponsored.
Could be though.
good.
But I will say I am a huge fan of the yellow Red Bulls.
Me too.
I have
They're the only
them.
Red Bull I'll
I've been-
drink.
OG Red Bull fan though.
Yeah, that's what I am. I got hooked on the only thing that I would like from Scooters is
Vertigo
Hey,
smoothies.
Vertigo
yeah.
smoothies.
Yeah, I have a friend.
that's the only thing I liked, and I dated a guy that like
you
super
should try
loved
getting a
going to
Vertigo with the tropical because it is.
She's so correct.
Ooh,
It's
fuck.
Those are
It's
the only
wild.
ones that I would drink.
Next level shit.
But it's so good. It's so good.
Oh,
okay.
Good stuff. And I would know because they weren't there. So. Oh yeah.
If it wasn't sarcastic enough.
Well, they did fire me, so
Nah.
That's true.
yeah.
Fuck them.
That was just a weird. That was
Fuck
just
'em.
a really weird situation. Fuck corporate scooters.
Hey,
All the
scooters.
like franchises are fine. All the
Not
franchises
sponsored.
are
Don't
good.
want to be.
Franchises are good. It's the corporate scooters are the ones that fired me over like a vaguely questionable Facebook post. So
So dumb.
the
Local
funniest
scooters. Hit
I
us
love
up.
local scooters.
vaguely whatever you just said. Sorry, I'm not paying attention at all right now.
Just
Love you,
look
Cal.
at it.
I am
Vaguely
okay.
questionable.
It was
Vaguely questionable. Yes, that's
Disordered
was-
attention.
I was a teacher at the time that I was also having my part-time job at Scooters. And they had Teacher Appreciation Day where teachers got 50% off of their coffee.
mm-hmm.
So I made a joke to my then manager. Since I'm a teacher and an employee, does that mean I get free coffee? It's 50% and 50%. And he just said, nope. And I was like, aw, sad face. Took a screenshot of the conversation, blanked out his name, posted it on my Facebook with the caption, hey, teacher friends, don't forget to go get your 50% off for Teacher Appreciation Day.
Yeah.
Ooh.
And they fired me over it as negative publicity.
That's rough, buddy.
Jesus.
That's
because my like because I posted that the guy said I couldn't double up on my discount. That's like a duh. Like
Yeah, like
It's very
it
clearly a
wasn't.
joke.
It wasn't a real fucking question.
that wasn't a real question. That was me being cheeky and
Yeah.
him being completely done with me at that point. Because
Like,
I'm
oh,
always
well, okay.
cheeky.
That's my secret, Cap.
Always cheeky.
Also, I did another thing to chat
things
or
when you do.
to stream.
See this? I see this sunset.
Well, let me see. I need to not be on that one. Which one is it?
Don't be on that one. Be on the other one.
No, not there. Not. Ooh, this is
not there.
Hold on.
Now I'm gonna have to pull it.
I'm being so helpful right now.
If that's what that is, then come on.
What, Calbert, get out of here.
Hey.
Nonsense.
I think there's a monster in my house.
You think there's a monster in your house?
Yeah, I think there's a monster in my house. There was just a weird noise outside my door.
That's uncomfy.
Is that about
Where's the bean?
having a monster in your house?
I mean, he's not at the door.
Well, there's that.
What about cats?
I'm married to him. I don't know exactly where he is at all times. That's not how it works.
That's not how this works.
I get his insurance and he pays my bills and pays for my company. I fucking like an idiot.
So much.
I already had a domain, but I bought a second domain from Skillshare, not Skillshare. Squarespace, not sponsored. But it's fine because I prefer the URL. That was the story. That's it.
I need to. Oh, I'm trying to do a cool thing.
Oh, I should have kept vamping. Damn.
I mean,
that's what I was doing. I was vamping, I guess.
There you go. I vamp sometimes.
Because one of the cool thing that I did was.
Is it the thing that you showed me?
No.
Oh.
But that is a cool thing. So
Hi, Shirley.
There's an extension for Twitch. Launch this. I'll have to play with this more. But basically what it does is it listens to what I say, and if I say certain trigger phrases, it throws a GIF on screen.
That's cute.
So
Is that a trigger?
Enslaving the robots.
I would hope not.
It
is not.
I love robot enslaver.
Because I could only do.
It's jolly cooperation.
I could only do 3.
What ones did you choose?
So I did natural 20. I did crit fail, natural 1, or woof.
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 I appreciate
mileage out of that one.
I say that a lot.
And then I did, I think, finish him.
Ooh.
Finish him, finish her, finish them, or tell me how.
So every time Stupid talks, you're just going to play Wolf all over the screen?
Well, it's not even... Oh, click here to resend. Sure. It's not even... So, the word woof brings up a gif of Zuko saying, "That's rough, buddy."
That's so good. That's so good.
Hilarious.
But it's not working.
Oh, so sad.
And I'm upset.
That is sad. I would also be upset. I am upset on your behalf.
I'll dink with it later. That's fine.
You dink with it. It's okay.
Yes.
It's okay.
We're still having a good time. We're still playing D&D.
Yeah. For sure.
According to Courtney, apparently we don't. So.
Yeah. Courtney hates us.
Obviously, I hate all of you. That's why I invited, of all the people in my life that I know, that is why I invited you guys.
She broke down every second we weren't on task, and then she talked to us about it.
That's why I invited you guys here, is because I don't like you and I don't want to spend any time with you ever.
Yeah.
I only think that you are the funniest people in my life, and I brought you here because you're good at the funnies and getting off task, but sometimes we gotta be on task. So.
Also, For Gathers, thank you for the follow.
Yes!
What were you saying, Noah? Sorry, I totally...
I was just saying Courtney was starting to give us mixed messages, but that was it. That's all.
Just starting to? I feel like that's all I do.
It's just mixed messages.
You said catch up, motherfucker.
Catch up. Mustard. Catch up.
All right, so are we gonna actually like play D&D?
I had a teacher who said that to me in high school, and it changed my life.
I want to say one more thing before we start D&D. Brandon brought out mustard that he was getting for a bratwurst, and I dared him to put it on cheese that we had out, and he said, "No, you first," thinking that I wouldn't do it, and
cheese and mustard is
okay.
That I did, and he just looked at me like I was an alien. And mustard on cheese and crackers is great. Hi, Kat. Yeah.
Wow.
No, actually, he didn't.
He didn't follow through with the contract.
Unforgivable.
Okay.
You never break a truth or dare.
You hold them to that.
I will.
So, D&D. What did we manage to get through last time?
We had bagels.
Not fucking much.
Bagels. We definitely had
Lots
bagels.
of bagels.
We met up
yeah.
at the
We talked to
Emporium.
Kella.
We talked. Lou told us about Dispater
Yep,
Yes,
we got
that's
some-
true.
at Demon Possessions. Then we went to Calla. That's all I have written down.
I remember
found
eating
out.
a bagel.
Yes.
I recall bagels.
And
I was on the struggle bus.
and me and Lou were going to the temple to see Shahara and learn about possessions and dreams and stuff.
Yeah.
It's Lou and Raksha's big day out.
Lou and Raksha's big day out.
Weren't we
We
gonna
were
go
going to try to
shopping
get to that
too?
last time, but, you know.
Shahara had to learn how to dream, right?
Yeah, something like that.
Sure.
Dreaming with her, or dreaming about her already, so.
Already been dreaming, you know.
You said shit.
Stay dreaming.
Person while I dream, huh?
Hi guys, if you're tuning in on my Facebook, you're going to want to go to twitch.tv/GameDaddyAH to get all the rest of the conversation that's happening, not just my part. Just so you know. So yeah. We got a bunch of information from Calla, which you didn't write down because I did put it in the group chat.
Yes.
Which is just some of the security things going down at the Coliseum. One of the more important things being that the documents that have the fighters' information on them are doubly enchanted. Only Rev Salvador and Jack have a key to the Arcana elevator. The documents have to be broken by a passcode that only Salvador would know. Yeah. And Lou got some great information from Lady Celeria after getting great other things from Lady Celeria, so.
Dome.
Shit, I forgot they touch butts.
Guys,
Touched butts is the best way you could have phrased that.
you
Thank
know
you.
how hard it is to not go off topic.
I'm
gonna be a good person. Like,
What
fuck me.
stories are you gonna tell us about butt touching?
No.
You have to tell us
Boobs
now what
and
it is.
butts. Oh, we gotta do
No,
boobs
it's,
and
I was gonna
butts.
talk about. Okay, so no, there's this music video with Baby No Money and Rich Brian, and it's just two best friends in like full plate armor, and they're just like fucking around and like playing basketball and stuff. But there's one part in the song where he's like, I don't really want to just talk. I just really want some top. But he's like in full plate armor and like half gangster leaned on a public park bench, and he's just like,
What a ridiculous.
like, that is
What a
the
nonsensical.
most
Beautiful.
fucking out. Anyway, sorry. Back on topic.
I
What
love
does that have to do with touching butts, though?
No, because Cal said.
No, it was from the before that.
Yeah, I got
That's not what I was
distracted.
paying attention to. I'm sorry.
When I said so, he got things from Celeria, and then
I'm sure I have a story about touching butts too. But
Cal then kind of put to words what the implication was.
Anyway,
Top.
I'm gonna share that actual music video in the chat. You can watch.
Please
it
do.
later. Not now. Later.
Not now, later. but
Stay on
yeah,
topic,
for sure.
guys. God.
For sure.
Stay on topic. Because we're
trying.
so good at that.
I'm actually. I feel like I need to be incredibly clear with you guys. I really don't care that we get off topic. It's okay. It's just that it's literally
just
my
so
job
much
to get
more
us
fun. It was
back
so
on
much more fun to
topic.
give you shit. And I wore black lipstick for a reason, and I didn't know what it was, and it's apparently this. Apparently this reason. Just for the attitude.
Just for
That
the
wasn't
attitude.
What's
fair.
up, Scott?
Hi, Scott.
Hi, Scott.
Scott is watching, and now we can actually
Scott.
play D&D.
Yep, we're here. We got it.
Yeah, we're doing it.
We had to wait for Scott.
Oh yeah.
Specifically, now that Scott's here, we can.
Oh, Scott's here. Let's go.
Let's do this. Let's do this. All right.
Stop fucking around.
Quit fucking around. It's time.
Jeez.
Scott showed up. Let's do this.
Hey, no.
Shut up, guys. Game face.
So we got information from people, and now Raksha and Lou are heading up to Overlook, which is that top district where the Kalishtar community is.
Yeah.
To go flirt with Shahara and probably also learn things, but
Mostly the
to see
first
Shahara.
one.
Mostly the touching butts part.
Mostly the butt touching. Yeah. So
But will I actually get to touch a butt? That's the question.
Find
I
out.
guess you'll have to
This
find
time.
out.
Find out
Find
on the next
Find out
episode of
maybe
Dragon
in a
Ball
few
Z.
minutes.
The role-playing part of this role-playing game.
Wait, we
Oh,
role
sounds
playing?
fake.
In case you
Sounds
weren't
fake,
aware.
but okay. Okay, so you guys are setting off with your stuff and things.
Yeah. Me and Lou.
Is there anything
We're
you
just
guys want
walking.
to do on the way to the place, or should we just pick up at?
I did say that I wanted to get my new glasses.
Yes, you
That
guys
were
did
the
want
eyes of
to
the
do
eagle.
a quick shopping trip. So yeah.
I feel like it should be more of a montage, but that's up to your guys' discretion.
Fucking montage.
It's so hard to do like a full-on like montage, but like.
I wish I knew how to
I mean,
play.
okay,
off,
let me
I guess.
break down the montage for you.
Okay, so you tell us.
Lou and Raksha, the first place they go to is a hat store, and then they try on funny hats. And then they
Hell
laugh
yeah.
at each other at the whimsy of the hats that they're trying on. Because they're not going to buy the silly hats. That would be insane.
Of course not.
Raksha
That would
leaves
be
sand
island.
in all of them because
That's
of all of the
correct.
sand in his hair.
You get politely escorted out of the hat shop. Because Raksha just gets fucking sand everywhere.
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 And then we go to a glasses store, and I buy my new
Correct.
glasses after trying on several pairs.
Including at least one that looks like butterflies.
Yeah,
And you got
Oh,
a
yeah.
pair
like the
that's
butterfly
got
sunglasses, and like the,
Yeah.
the old school
Circle lenses.
aviators, and like the teeny
Whole
tiny
face.
big
little like
circle ones.
Oh, yeah.
and
You got to
A pair
get the
that just
glasses
makes
that
you look
have
like
all
Elton
the flip
John.
down lenses that keep
Mhm.
going out.
Does
You don't even
Beatrice
look like
have,
Elton John, but with those glasses you do.
Yeah, yeah.
does
exactly.
Beatrice have glasses or does she have a hat on?
Beatrice did end up getting a tiny hat.
Okay, cool. I just wanted
Teeny
to
tiny
make
little hat.
sure.
For
Write
Beatrice.
that
Queen
down.
with-
Put that on your character sheet. Do it now.
Put that on your character sheet.
Let
I
me,
need you to know.
let me make a
for
note
sure.
real quick. Hang on. I don't even have my character sheet open.
Dear God.
You
I'm
know
not gonna
what,
lie, I
Raksha?
didn't have it open at all last week.
You didn't need to.
No.
Do I
Well,
need
no,
to
no, no,
now,
no.
except
Neither
to
am
make a
I.
note that
I mean-
Beatrice has a tiny hat?
I think you should definitely make that note.
Is there a little flower on the hat?
Yeah,
Yes.
Absolutely. Yeah.
yeah.
I need to know for person.
It's a teeny tiny pink bowler hat that has one little daisy sticking out of it.
Fucking great choice, first of all.
Absolutely.
Oh my
Great
god.
choice.
Beatrice
That's
is
fucking
peak aesthetic.
top-notch. She's
I
gorgeous.
aspire to her.
Long live the queen.
Long live Queen
live the
Beatrice.
queen. What's up, Beatrice?
What's
I
up,
called you
Beatrice?
Beatrice. And I don't care if that is your name. It's a Watsky song called "Ugly Faces." It's
What'd you
cute.
call me?
You should watch it.
Would you call me?
"Ugly Faces" by George Watsky. It's great, great song.
Wounded Healer
I-
is
Get the
good shit.
You know what?
I
I
don't know
realized
if you
so
guys can read it. I know you can't actually, but it says
There it is.
Beatrice.
but it's there. God damn it.
it's there.
Beatrice
It's in the
has a
notes.
tiny pink bowler hat with a single daisy. It's in my notes now.
Hell yeah.
I realized the other day that as I was pulling Watsky music from Spotify, that his whole album, Nothing Like the First Time, isn't on Spotify because it's technically using samples. So
That's
I
No, what I discovered the other day,
need to get that.
almost all of Dimension 20 is now available on Spotify.
Now available or not available?
Now available.
Nice. It's a much better letter.
It's exciting. It's very exciting.
Guess who's not on Spotify though? Motherfucking Garth Brooks.
Good.
It's real crazy about who gets this music.
Yeah, I got the itch because we had the concert Memorial Stadium, and I was like,
yeah,
ooh, it has been a long time since I listened to Thunder Rolls. And I went to Spotify, and I was like, what?
That I have a friend who that song specifically reminds her of her ex, so she hates that song. And then she also hates Wonderwall for the exact same reason.
Fair, but the last verse of Thunder Rolls is the woman going into the house, getting a gun, and killing the unfaithful husband. And I didn't think it. I didn't draw the connection when my mom really loved that part when I was a kid. But looking back on it, that makes sense.
Yeah. Just had to see the music video
Right.
in all its 90s glory. It was like, oh shit, she really gonna kill him.
Oh my god.
She gonna get him.
Yeah. So you guys have your little shopping trip, and we're heading over to the temple.
Yeah, we're going to temple.
We go temple now.
We go temple now. All right.
It was sorry, I'm really bad at remembering things and taking notes. It's an awful combination.
Dare you?
What's the name of the lady with the perfectly symmetrical face?
All of the Kalishtar.
Right, particularly the one we're trying to touch with.
Shahara, and then we're looking for
Genesis was the name of the priest?
Genesis and their partner Nyx.
Correct. All of these are correct.
Okay, cool.
I'm glad you remembered Genesis because I did not.
I only remember it because I was like, oh, Phil Collins. That's how this works.
Wow. Wow.
In case you guys, I know that you put in a lot of thought and dedication to that character and their appearance. But
Phil Collins. Got it.
Like Phil Collins.
Got it. Okay. Anyway.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm a little bit disappointed that we haven't heard from Bishop yet.
I know.
Oh. Synchronized.
The one day that he's busy.
I think he's working on some opera stuff, and they're like in tech week or something.
Oh yeah, he could be in tech right now.
That would make more sense then.
Yeah, he's a theater nerd. Anyway. So you guys show up to the temple. Are you just going to the front door? Are you messaging at any point?
Yeah, as we're within range of message, I'm just gonna shoot Shahara a message. Say, hey, we're stopping by. Me and Lou are stopping by. I wanted to talk to you about a couple of things.
There's a little bit of a pause before you hear a reply, and she goes, I'm not supposed to be talking right now, but I can meet you out front in like 20 minutes.
Okay.
How long?
I relay that message to Lou.
Right on. How far out were we when you sent the message? Like, are we walking for most of that? Or are we?
I mean,
like 5 minutes out.
Message.
You're like 5 minutes out.
Feet.
You got a little while to wait outside at the front. If you're waiting for Shahar to come let you in.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Lou's gonna take the chance and look over at Raksha and just. So, you and Shara, huh?
Maybe. I mean, she's cool. I like her.
You want to settle down?
I gotta be honest. Initially, I had a great example of what happens when you settle down with my parents, and my older brothers, and then all of that was gone. So I've seen both sides of it. I want certain things for myself, but I don't know if I necessarily deserve them based on my past experiences. If that makes sense.
Loses not even a beat later. Nah, man, I get that. I think you should Well, tell you what, we'll talk about this after we wrap up. But you dated much, friend?
No.
Lou's gonna light up. He's very excited about the fact that you have not dated much.
In fact,
you want some advice?
I would love some. I've never dated.
Oh, buddy.
I only know violence.
Well, that's what friends are for.
Is violence?
No. Compensating for shortcomings. Not that it's a shortcoming that you only know violence. However, it is a particular set of skills that do not apply themselves to every situation. That would nope, just not every situation.
Okay.
So you never dated at all, like never took a girl out?
No. I mean, after my village fell, I had no one. I just had sand.
All right. Do you know how to ballroom dance?
What is that?
That's a joke. Is what that is. We're gonna start a lot simpler than ballroom dancing. Okay. How's about you? You ever taken a girl out for ice cream?
What's that?
What's ice cream? Lou's mad. Lou's not mad. He's astounded.
Lou, I've lived in a city for a month. I spent 26 years in a desert.
That's no excuse.
Definitely is an excuse, but okay.
100% it's an excuse.
Jesus. All right, when we figure out
kind of an excuse,
all of the things that we're doing in this temple, I don't even know what time frame it is. It doesn't matter what time frame it is. You and I are going to get ice cream because I need to see your face when you taste ice cream for the first time. And you should probably do that with your, significant other. But because I was the one that suggested it, I'm going to go ahead and claim that. You're just going to have to adjust.
Okay.
Correct.
I don't want to miss that. I don't want to miss that.
Can we bring everybody?
Later. First time, I want to just be me and you.
Okay. I suppose that's fine.
Babies. Fuck is your game?
Anyway.
I just want to eat you. I just want to eat you. Watch you eat ice cream.
Watch you eat ice cream.
I want the first time you try ice cream to be just me and your eye contact.
Yeah, aggressive eye contact. Is that not how you make friends?
Get in the way.
Sit back and relax for a healthy dose of prolonged eye contact. Prolonged eye contact. Prolonged eye contact.
But anyway, honestly, you kind of stumble into being charming more often than not from what I've seen. So I'm not going to give you a lot of advice. Keep being you. But I would start with something small. And ice cream is literally never not delicious. So maybe we work that into the conversation.
Okay.
Unless she's lactose intolerant.
What does that mean?
Do you think they have gelato? Have you had gelato?
What is that?
Still milk and
sorbet?
Sorbet is the one that doesn't have dairy.
You're saying a lot of words here, Lou, and I don't know most of them.
I don't know most of them.
Ask him if he knows what ice is. Let's start small.
You and me, desert boy. I'm gonna show you the world.
You can call me Captain Sand.
Sand, I'm dead.
All right.
So
I'm
as you guys are
thumbs for the next 15 minutes.
as you guys are wrapping up over here, you see Shikara's head kind of like peek around the corner of the entrance, and she just kind of like pokes her head out and is like, "Hi, I didn't know you were coming."
I jog over to her. I say, So originally I didn't know either, but then some stuff came up, and I figured that either you or like Nyx or Genesis would be like the best resources for it. So that's why we're here.
Oh, I was actually just in Temple, so we should just go back there because Genesis can get mad at me if I don't go back anyway. So.
Okay. Can I bring Lou?
Yeah, sure.
Come on, Lou.
Like a stray dog.
Can I bring Lou?
Oh?
Okay.
Here comes the boy.
Here comes the boy.
Boy.
Hello,
boy. Welcome. Here he comes.
There he is.
There he is.
Here he comes. There he is.
Okay, yeah. So we go to Temple.
Yeah. And Shahara is moving a little bit quicker than you usually see her move. You can tell she's just like ran out for a bathroom break or something. Like she did not tell anybody why she's just, you can tell she's sneaking.
I don't sneak, but I do keep up.
So okay. So where did I make it? It's fine. So as you guys get closer up to the temple and overlook, Genesis is kind of mid-speech, but I don't think... What languages do you guys know?
Let's find out, shall we?
I know Common and one other that I know that she's not speaking.
Hang on. Proficiencies in languages. I know Abyssal, Celestial, Common, Goblin, and Infernal.
Goblin was an interesting choice.
Honestly, like...
Is she speaking Goblin?
She's definitely not speaking Goblin. She is speaking a language that you do not understand. But let me roll insight just for fun.
Insight.
Or religion, which if you would like to.
That is a D20. Okay.
16?
16?
For insight, not religion.
Gotcha.
Hold on. What's my religion? Better than my insight. So that's a 13.
Intelligence based. That's why I gave you the option. You're welcome.
That is a big 1-3.
Big one, 13, 16.
What a kind god you are.
I am the kindest of gods. As a side note, when I jumped off last week to pee and you guys were like, now that she's gone. I think she might actually hurt Lou if we do this.
And then we did it anyway.
And then you fucking did it anyway. And the funniest part for me re-listening to it is when I say, he doesn't need it, and the look on Dallas's face is like, I told you.
The shit-eatingest grin.
Oh,
I knew exact quotes what this bitch was gonna say. Anyway, so based on that, you get the feeling this was probably like some sort of like church-ish situation, and it seems like it's kind of wrapping up.
Cool.
Is your impression.
Cool.
So as you walk up, Shahara kind of like looks back at you guys and then back at where she's supposed to be, and she kind of does that little dance for a couple of seconds and is like, if you guys want to just and then I'm gonna be right back.
Raksha just nods and then walks through the door and then immediately turns right and just stands with his back against the wall, just waiting for everything to be done.
Yeah, Shahara kind of rushes forward and goes back to her little place, kind of in those little pew sort of situation in front of the temple. So Genesis finishes up with whatever it was that she was doing, and you see the lights kind of shift from what they were. They were kind of dimmed and kind of like a golden glow, and they get a little bit brighter, a little bit whiter. And you can tell kind of that the mood starts to shift. People start to get up, start moving around, doing other things, putting out some candles, moving some things around. So it seems like things are kind of in a transitional period, and it looks like this would probably be a good time to approach.
I do.
Approach.
I certainly do. I approach her and I say, "Hi, Genesis."
Oh, hello. Raksha.
Yes, that's me.
Yes. And Lou.
Yeah.
There you go.
Wonderful. Wonderful. It's so good to see you again. What brings you here?
It's good to see you too. We've had some things come to light recently that I wanted to see if you may be able to give us some insight on.
Okay, for sure.
I know you're big in like the dream world.
Yes, Dalcor.
Yeah. So I did want to ask first and foremost, what does it mean if I dreamt about a void tree? I couldn't tell if it was like a void where a tree was supposed to be, or if it was like a tree made of void. It was just like, it was weird.
Huh. A void in your dream.
Like inky black, kind of in the shape of a tree.
In a tree. Interesting. Let me actually, she turns off to the side and beckons to someone else and whispers something real quick in their ear. She said, I'm going to have them go grab Rita because I know she's been doing a lot of dream walking recently, and she'll probably want to talk to you guys as well.
Okay, cool.
Let's go ahead, and she kind of looks around as the area is sort of being transitioned away from like a service sort of thing to just where it usually is, because the pews aren't in a line. They're usually lined up against the walls, and there's just a wide open space for people to move around. So she takes you back a little bit further into the temple, back to that area where you had the dream fountain. And a bunch of pillows and stuff start to appear on the ground because that's her jam. And she just kind of flops down, but flops in a weirdly graceful way. It almost looks like she floats.
Raksha goes stiff as a board and face plants. And then rolls over.
Like a dolphin on land.
Exactly. Exactly. That is a wonderful comparison.
Oh, I just had a full 30 seconds of deja vu. That was fun.
Neat.
I might have been having a stroke.
Uh-oh.
Technically.
Delicious taste.
I mean, you're fine.
That's one of the theories behind deja vu. I don't think that's what it was. A void in a dream is usually indicative of something that is missing. It being a tree tells me that it's something related to growth, where there's a like a chunk of growth that's gone missing, if that makes sense. Usually, so like growth that was halted and created an empty space. Does that make sense?
I mean, yeah.
Okay.
Like maybe I was supposed to grow more, but then my whole family died.
That would create a void.
Motherfucker.
That shit made me laugh. I'm so
Smart,
sorry.
not wise. Smart, not wise.
Oh, probably that family dying thing. That might have
Oh,
been
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, had a whole
probably.
ass family and then didn't. Right.
Yeah.
Right, that does create kind of a void in your life.
Yeah,
I love having this window into
dead.
Raksha's therapy sessions.
For real? Does he want to come over for dinner sometime?
Yeah, always.
He's just been adopted by a euphoria.
Yeah.
She just thinks he's the cutest, and she's just gonna keep him around and give him
If
food.
he, if he wants a dinner that doesn't end in an orgy, he knows where I live.
End in.
End in.
Concurrent.
Start in, be in the middle of.
Stop moving, my wings keep falling off your back.
But yeah, Raksha mentions that.
Was that the only thing that you needed to address, or was there?
No. So, what do you know about long-term possessions, if anything?
You mean like the Inspired?
Sorta. We don't know if this person is necessarily a member of the Inspired. We're not quite sure if the possession is voluntary. But it is ongoing, and I wondered if you guys would know anything, if there's any humanity left. I would assume it's like watching a dream, kind of watching your body do what it's doing.
Definitely. I know. So, I'll give you a little piece of our history. So the Kalishtar people, in a lot of ways, are almost opposite to the Inspired, but also very similar in a lot of ways. The Inspired are vessels for the quarry spirits, which allows them to manifest their power while the vessel is possessed, so they can affect the material plane. Thousands of years ago, there was a giant war between these quarry spirits and some of the peoples of this plane, which resulted in this plane being severed from Dalcor. So the only way that there's like, plane shift sort of spells don't work anymore.
Okay.
So it can only be accessed through dreaming, unless you are a Kalishtar, which we are all descended of monks who thousands of years ago gave their bodies as vessels to some of the good aligned quarry who were within Dalcor and were attempting to escape the evils that took over there. Quarry are complicated. Just like people, there's a range of morality, and their sense of morality is going to be very different since they come from a different realm. And Dalcor as a realm has a tendency to go through cycles of light and dark. This particular cycle started very closely upon the time when the morning came. Before the morning. It was when the war started originally. Hundreds of years ago is when the most current age of Dalcor began. So currently it is being held by a force known as the Dreaming Dark. There are right now it's more of a nightmare, but eventually it is supposed to cycle back around once the more good aligned quarry spirits are able to gain enough power, enough influence to tip the scales back. Technically, with the morning, in time factor, we should have tipped the balance by now, but something about the morning gave more power to the evil that's been living there, and the balance hasn't been tipped back yet. So essentially, there are darker quarry spirits who the Kalishtar don't generally work with, but who may... God damn. Is it Blanche? I know it's Blanche.
I just love her so much.
Yeah, it's Big Blanche.
It's Big Blanche. This is my girl. Anyway, that's a lot of information, but essentially the Inspired are vessels for the quarry spirits, and the country where we originate from, where all of our people originate from, is called Sarlona. And Sarlona's leaders are Inspired. And as far as I know, the kind of widespread PR bit is that they're bound to these celestial spirits that guide and empower them. But the truth is much darker. And while anyone can volunteer to be a vessel for the quarry, the inspired in Sarlona are specifically bred to be the vessels. And they don't really have a choice over whether or not they're taken. But that's a practice from long ago in a distant land. I haven't seen anything like it here.
Okay.
Most of the people that I've been able to interact with have had any quarry connections that they've had have been well-meaning spirits who are only looking to return the realm to the balance of light.
So
as far as
sorry,
fine.
So this nightmare.
Yes. The Dreaming Dark.
Yes. Is it like a single being? Or is it like a collection of them? I'm asking to get at the...
It would be a collection of spirits. The thing about the darker quarry is that they all want to appear that they are in control, while also not really being in control. Like they're also like maintaining that somebody else is at the same time. So it's a competition. So it's never really for sure who is running all of it, of the spirits. But they are all doing a bunch of whacked out stuff.
Can you think of any of them that might have enough juice to break a contract with, say, a demon lord? Like a dissipator kind of guy?
I'm mad that you used the exact phrasing I was going to.
A demon lord? He's a devil. It's technically different.
Well, it's a devil.
I get what you mean,
I think he was going more for got enough juice to.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Juice.
Well, I mean, there are entities of endless power. I think probably the strongest of them that would most likely have a strongest influence would probably be an eyebinder, which is one of the quarry spirits. There are several different eyebinder entities within the realm, but they would be the ones who would have that kind of, that their possession would be enough to make those sorts of changes.
If an eyebinder comes through a willing subject, how powerful does that subject become?
The subject definitely gains benefits, but it's the eyebinder who benefits the most. They can have no influence over the material realm without a vessel.
Right. With a vessel, what can they do?
Well, the vessel, that depends on the relative power of the vessel itself. It does give particular benefits to the vessel. Eyebinder specifically, I know they get their name from their tendency to steal souls, and the souls that they steal become an eye on them.
So that would be like kind of a giveaway if someone was possessed by an eyebinder, that they would have a bunch of eyes somewhere.
They would not physically manifest that as the inspired, but they may be able to have abilities that would allow them to see in multiple places at once, or to somehow use that sight in different ways.
So say we run into one of these bad boys, how do we get it
Just
out?
To get it out?
Or to make it... I'm learning from my friend Lou that violence is not always the answer to every situation, but this feels like a situation where violence might work. What do we do when we run into that? If we run into that, hypothetically.
From my knowledge of the Inspired and their quarry, depending on how valuable that vessel is to that particular quarry spirit, violence could potentially. The quarry cannot manifest without a vessel. So if the vessel is killed, the quarry just remains in the dream realm and is on to find another vessel. To draw one out, it's a good question.
Or is there like some kind of padlock we could throw on it?
Not really. They're both material and immaterial. It's their dreams. You know? It feels real while it's there, but when it's not, you know?
I mean, I kind of follow what you're saying there.
It's complicated, but I think potentially if the vessel was valuable enough and maybe not dead, but in threat of, if the vessel is important enough to the quarry, then they would likely appear in protection in order to maintain their influence.
Raksha just looks at Lou with a little side eye and a little grin.
I would never smile at that. So I guess
I would never smile.
Y'all
I would
have
never
been-
reciprocate that. That's neither in
Violence.
nor out of character.
That was an incorrect move.
No. Y'all have been having just a massive proxy war for ever.
Thousands of years, yeah.
Who's, and it's just you peaceful monk types that are opposing them. Like there's not like a more extreme side faction that is up to no good and causing trouble. It's just mostly you guys with your pacifism.
As far as the majority of the Kalishtar that I know are descended of good aligned quarry spirit unions, so they have connections to quarry who are focused on light and balance, and we are, while the material realm is now separate from the dreaming realm is still very much influenced by the material realm. So the influence that those quarry spirits have on the Kalishtar and the good that we can do here benefits them in the dreaming realm as well. There are definitely darker quarry spirits who have taken over Inspired and are influencing the material plane in that way. But the way that they're connected is different. I know for myself, I am connected with my quarry spirit. It feels... I talked to a wizard friend long ago who explained what it was like to have a familiar and to see through their eyes. And I think it feels similar to that, but it's like an always feeling that there's always another pair of eyes, that there's always another something that's watching out and giving advice. From what I understand of the Inspired, it's like the other thing becomes you and you become the voice trying to give feedback. And it seems like a trap to me.
So just to make sure I'm understanding, if there was a person that was possessed by one of these bad spirits and we needed to get the bad spirit out of the person, if that vessel's life becomes threatened, they would show up. But then how do you get rid of the bad spirit?
Destruction?
Oh, so they can be destroyed.
They can.
Okay.
Raksha quietly pees a little bit with excitement.
If they are coming in, if they have a vessel to attach to that they are able to possess to influence, they can become material enough to be destroyed.
Is there a way to just sever that connection?
I'm not sure. I know there's no way to sever a connection for the Kalishtar. I know for our spirits.
Until one of you die.
One or the other must die in order to be disconnected. But our connections are very different than the Inspired. I don't know. As far as I'm aware, it's not.
Can I roll insight?
Yeah, for sure.
Like, I just want to see.
I'll give
like,
you
I'm
help
not
action.
I'm not saying that I distrust her answers. I'm just.
But you just want to make sure she's being real with you.
I'm just trying to gauge how much she's telling us versus how much she knows. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
sure.
I'm sure everything she said is truthful. I just
pretty
don't know
sure
if she's
you're
holding
like you're sure
something
she's
back.
telling the truth, but you're
You're
kind
like,
of.
did she tell us the whole truth?
Yeah.
I'll give him the help action so you can roll that with advantage.
Hey.
Hey.
We take the second one. 24.
24. You can tell that the subject is difficult for her to talk about. And you sense that there might be some more personal elements of it that are affecting the way that she phrases things. But you sense it's like a careful in phrasing so as not to give too much of the wrong impression.
Yeah.
That she's trying to just make sure that she's communicating it clearly while also being like deeply hurt.
Okay. Lou's gonna look at Raksha and he's just gonna say, "Well, I think that answers our curiosities, doesn't it?"
Yeah, except the question about the tree. But that's also
the
not...
void tree?
Yeah.
You and your void tree.
Did we not have
Yeah,
some clarity on?
I mean, well, there was the part about my family dying in the growth. I didn't know if Rita was gonna come back or not.
Oh yeah, I did call for her. It does take a little while for them to. She's usually it's because she doesn't like to do a lot of the things that we like to do. And as she's explaining, Rita comes jogging in with glistening with sweat. She was definitely just training for absolutely no reason.
Raksha jumps up and gives her a hug.
Oh, hi. Hello.
Hi, Rita.
Hi.
Lou's gonna notice that you're covered in sweat and do the respectable thing, not touch you.
Hey, Lou. Good to see you guys. I had some things to tell you. Genesis, how far did you get? And they kind of catch each other up on some of what's been going on. So Rita jumps in. Okay, so I have learned a lot over the last few days. I don't remember some of it, but
Okay.
what I do know, I have been watching dreams, right? I've been doing the dream walking thing that I used to always do, and now I can do it on purpose. That's cool.
That's awesome.
So
I dap her up.
That's honestly fucking rad as hell.
fucking cool as shit, and now I don't have to be constantly scared of people randomly falling, so that's nice. So I've been searching, and I've realized a lot of the dreams that I find are close proximity people who are nearby. They don't necessarily have to be like super close, but like close by. I started finding people who I recognized in the streets from the few times that I was out, and then I saw their dreams. So I've been looking for Rev. I can't find him. So either he's like never sleeping, which fucking what? Or there's something that's preventing him from having his own dreams.
Oh yeah, we think
he's in the dream realm.
We think he's hella possessed.
Like aggressively.
Right, that's what I was thinking. Was that it had to be one of the quarry guys.
Right.
Yeah.
That was the thing that we had talked about with Genesis, but like
she said it's probably it would be like a big guy, like an eye binder.
Yeah.
Or maybe there's like the Calarock. She's looking over Genesis like, am I saying it correctly? There's also, we were talking about, there's also a Calarock might be involved. What was the other one? Oh God, I know its name. Tsukora. There's a Calarock, and that's the eye binder. He's the fucking worst. And then there's also Tsukora quarries suck, and also Hashalak. Yeah. And they all suck.
Right.
From what I understand, but they suck kind of differently. So like,
say hypothetically we were to be able to get a visual on whatever this might be. How would we tell the difference?
Well, okay, so I've been trying to study the Inspired specifically, because we don't have a lot about them. They're fucking secretive. They don't like to give us a lot of information, but like, we're smart. Kalish aren't. Anyway, all of these quarry guys have like different motives, like the thing that they're like after, and that kind of influences. It's like shittiness, but like a specific kind of shittiness, you know? So
who needs souls?
Souls?
Anybody interested in souls?
They're all interested in souls, but the eye binder, the Hashalak one, they're the ones that do. He gets the souls as the eyeballs on his form. Every drawing that I've seen is so terrifying. Those things are, and they're huge. Anyway, but the Hashalak, they're the ones who, the Hashalak, they are about, like hedonism. Is that the word? They do,
like parties and revelry.
Yeah, like, and you know, like when people like get addicted to it and like it takes them down like a really dark path. That's like their thing, right? And then there's the Tsukora is they're just creepy motherfuckers, and they just scare people. It's just scary. If you've had a nightmare, it was probably a Tsukora, you know? And then the Calarock, that's the eye binders. Those are the ones who want the souls. And they want to look. They have eyes everywhere.
And all of these would need a host each, right?
Every single one would need a host. They cannot be in the same vessel. They can only have one vessel each. But there could be multiple of every kind in different vessels. But it's rare.
There's no like test.
Yeah, is there like a litmus test?
Is there no way to like
you have each one of them grab a piece of paper and depending on what happens to it, kind of thing?
Just light their blood on fire. Like, is there nothing?
You would light blood on fire?
Not while it's in them.
I've never.
He said that, not me.
Never.
I was just talking about
it might
paper.
be a good idea. We don't know.
That's true.
I don't think. I'm trying to think if there's. I don't know. They start. that's kind of the problem with the inspired, is that they can look different. They can kind of look like the Kalishtar do because they're connected to these dreaming spirits, but they could also just not. So.
Well, Lou, you heard the combination.
But they would be able to speak Quarry. They'd be able to speak the dreaming language, because their Quarry is being them, and that's what the Quarry speaks. So that's the only thing that I can think of that could like reveal it, is if they understood it.
Hey,
don't
Lou.
think we'd be so lucky as to just say, "Hey, asshole," to every person we meet. Anybody that knows what we say.
Hey, Lou. In your bag of tricks, do you happen to have anything that, I don't know, lets you speak and understand multiple languages?
That's an excellent
Is
question.
that a thing?
Fucking could have been. Was an option that I didn't take. No, not quite so lucky.
Shit.
Wait, what were you looking for?
I asked Lou if he had anything in his bag of tricks that may or may not allow us to speak and understand multiple languages, i.e. every language.
Tongues.
Or comprehend language.
Comprehend languages.
I definitely do not have those things either.
Fucked up. But maybe our friends do.
Yeah.
We do have friends.
Rita, would you be able to teach me a phrase in Quarry?
Oh, my Quarry is terrible.
But is it understandable?
She kind of looks over at Genesis, who's like,
I mean,
it's like she's like learning Hebrew, and she's just not quite getting the correct, you know? She's not quite getting the.
Maybe Genesis, would you be able to teach me something? Just enough to, like, if someone is connected to the Quarry, they would recognize that I was speaking it. Like a trigger phrase.
I don't know if we have like a trigger phrase, but I could certainly like teach you something. What would you want to learn to say?
Can we get a hello friend?
Hello friend?
Or like I don't know. I don't want to learn hey asshole. I mean, I want to learn hey asshole.
I was gonna say that's what I'm saying. I want to know how to say hey asshole, but I don't want to talk to Genesis about it.
There's not really a word in Quarry for asshole.
There's always a word for asshole.
Well, not specifically.
Not the specific body part, but
yeah, like that. The implications,
maybe like
the double entendre of that particular phrase doesn't really have an equivalent.
Maybe like a show yourself.
Show yourself.
Or make yourself known. Something along those lines.
Okay.
Also, hang on just a second. I need to let my dog into not this room.
Into not this room. Give me, buddy. Yeah, Genesis will teach you how to say some phrases. I'm not going to butcher a makeup language. I'm not gonna make up a Quarry language. She teaches you how to say the phrase, because you guys are just gonna end up weirdly imitating it. It's fine.
It's gonna be bad. It's gonna be
really bad. But Genesis does teach you how to say like a reveal yourself sort of message in Quarry.
Okay.
Sweet.
And you also catch Rita phrasing it to herself, practicing it.
I message Genesis because I don't want everyone else to know that I'm asking this.
Okay.
But I message Genesis and ask her if she can teach me how to say, "Do you want to get ice cream?" in Quarry.
She looks over at you and her eyes are like a question, but also like light. And she just kind of nods a little bit at you.
Fucking boy.
Raksha does exactly that motion.
Cutest. Yeah, she teaches it to you.
Hell yeah.
Smooth son of a bitch.
You smooth son of a bitch. So you now know how to say both reveal yourself and would you like to get some ice cream with me?
Cool. I think that's
keeps making sense.
Amanda, you're muted.
I said don't mix those up.
Do you want to go on a date? Reveal yourself.
Reveal yourself.
Reveal yourself.
Do you want to get ice cream?
That's
Just like
what I ask to be me.
That's what I fucking ask.
I look at Lou and I look at Genesis and Rita and I thank them. I say, well, ready to go see if our friends know how to do some stuff?
We gotta go get ice cream first, bud.
Oh, that's right. I don't even know what ice cream is.
And with that, you two walk out of the temple.
I don't even know what ice cream is.
I don't even know what ice cream is.
All right,
Fade to black.
Lou's gonna find the nearest ice cream vendor in this town.
Yeah, it's actually an air genasi who has a secret portal to a cold realm, and that's where they keep the cold things. Secret tunnel. It's actually closer to like a snow cone than it is to like ice cream. But it does still have like, it's still creamy. It's just not quite as like blended together.
Y'all got lemon?
Yeah, absolutely.
2 lemon.
2 lemon. It kind of, it's more like if you've been you get like the Minute Maid lemonades at the zoo, specifically the Minute Maid ones, not the crappy off-brand Blue Bunny ones, the Minute Maid frozen lemonades.
That good.
That good. That's what that is. That's what it tastes like.
Raksha tries it and immediately weeps openly.
Fucking told you. Come on,
absolutely
let's go.
the fuck not. It's not ice cream.
Well, this is
close.
I understand it's one of the guy, but it's not ice cream.
And there is ice cream in this realm. He just said the closest thing, which was going to be which is the lemonade guy.
Close enough.
He's got like the frozen
the
fruity
idea.
things.
Raksha thinks this is ice cream.
It's almost ice cream.
But it's
Blue
right
does
next,
make the distinction.
It's like the Kalishtar community is right next. It's like a hippie community, so they don't really have like a lot. It's a lot of vegan, a lot of like kinds of things. They do have like they still have like animal byproducts because they raise animals.
Coconut milk.
But
You're right.
Coconut milk.
There's not a lot of coconuts in this region.
Just move on with
so
the scene.
Lou's
Just move
gonna
on
find
with
a
the scene. I
bench.
can't die on this hill.
I can't die.
I can't die on this hill. I have surgery tomorrow.
I made a decision and I'm sticking with it, man.
This is where I fucking live.
That's where I fucking live.
Lou's gonna find a bench and gesture for Raksha to sit down next to him.
He does.
Okay. Lou's gonna wait a minute, make sure Raksha's eating and enjoying his ice cream, and Lou's gonna look over at Raksha. But I want to tell you a story.
I like stories.
And it starts pretty rough, and then it gets better in the middle, and then it ends pretty rough. So just enjoy your ice cream, and we'll get through it together.
Okay.
My mom died when I was 10. I didn't have.
You can't just give it to him raw like that, motherfucker.
Oh, that's exactly.
Right back.
That's
I'm going to the
exactly.
bathroom and then I'm listening on the screen. Okay.
My mom died when I was
Bring
10.
that shit back. Bring that shit back. Thank you.
Put
You
it back,
can't give
put
it
it
to
back.
him raw. That.
That's exactly what I'm doing. I never have a dad. Never had a dad. It was just me and my mom growing up. When she passed, I went and I lived with her parents, my grandma and grandpa. And my grandma was just the most ridiculously uptight by the book person that has ever lived. You know how Molly can kind of lose herself in her notebook.
Yeah.
It's like that, but just so much worse.
Amali's ears tingle.
So much worse.
You guys have no
I just
idea.
have like this pain in
You
my
guys have
back
no
right
idea.
now. I
You
don't know
guys
where
have
it's
no
from.
idea.
It's like a stabbing.
No idea. Oh my god. You guys have no idea.
My grandpa, he was, Jesus, nearly 7 foot, just like 300 pounds of man. Like, he was huge. He's an absolute fucking mountain. He was a real gentle soul, though. He didn't talk much. He didn't fight much. His wife definitely led him around, was in charge of the farm, kind of kept us both in line, because truth be told, I was a bit of a bastard back in the day. And she was just constantly uptight, constantly on me about following rules, making sure I was staying on the straight and narrow. I've never seen that woman crack ever, except every once in a while. It'd be about once a season when the lemon tree was ripe. We would go, we would harvest lemons. We would take a trip into town, we would get what we need, and we would make lemon ice cream. And unbeknownst to me, Grandma this whole time was brewing wine, dandelion, I believe. And so we would sit on the porch. There's 2 big, ornate rocking chairs. Pretty sure my grandpa made them. I don't think they got them bought. I don't think they got them gifted. I think he made them by hand. They would sit in these rocking chairs and they would look at each other. My grandpa, he was a bard. He would start to play, start to strum out a tune. And my grandma, have you ever heard a songbird? I don't know if you have those in the desert.
Not a songbird specific. I mean, we have birds that scream.
All right, well, imagine the nicest bird you've ever heard. Now imagine even better than that, because a songbird's whole life is meant for this one thing. They do this one thing so exceptionally well. They make this beautiful, beautiful sound. Imagine the exact opposite of that. And that is how my grandma sounded when she proceeded to sing.
It's like, so like one of the birds in the desert screaming.
Honestly, probably not a bad analogy. Like a sack full of cats in heat, and you just swung it around a couple times. It's awful.
Okay.
But this is the only time I've ever really seen her smile. Now I tell you that story to tell you this story. My grandpa passed before my grandma did. I was 14, 15, I don't remember. I got a couple years with him, not many. After he passed, she just sat in that rocking chair, staring at the empty rocking chair across from her, and she didn't do anything. I had to run that farm by myself. Luckily, I knew how to because she told me. But when she lost everything that was driving her, everything that was motivating her, everything she had, she just sat there and she waited to die. She passed not much longer than he did. I just see in you a person that has had a lot and has lost a lot. And I see the rage that you have. I see that anger. And I just want you to promise me that when we get to the end of this, when you're sitting in that rocking chair, looking across the way at the empty space where everything that used to matter to you was, I don't want you to sit and rot away. I want you to sing. It's important to me that you don't give up and you don't fall in to the space where things used to be. Now, I'm not saying you got to go get married to that nice symmetrical girl. I'm not saying you got to do anything. I'm just hoping that you make sure that you make the rest of your life mean as much as you can to yourself as the beginning did.
When I came into this, and even now, all I knew was rage. like you, I lost my family when I was young. I was around 10 when my dad and my brothers left. And then from the age of 11 to 26, I just had to fight. And by the end of it, I mean, I was probably 19. My mom couldn't fight anymore. And I lost the rest of what I had. And now what I have is my vengeance and my bees. But meeting you guys and seeing how you are and how you guys treat each other and me, it doesn't matter what happens at the end of this, because I found a family. I've got you guys, and I'm not going anywhere.
Lou is going to take the remainder of his ice cream and offer to like take it. Just like
tink.
Perfect.
And sink it.
And then then he's gonna eat the rest of it.
Dink it and sink it.
How much does Raksha have left?
Oh, he was totally done before Lou started talking.
Damn it.
So
eat it all at once.
100% of it.
So he tinks an empty cup and then drinks whatever was left at the bottom.
Just that little bit of liquid at the bottom.
Is it spit? Is it ice? Who knows?
Is it the product that ran down the sides of the cup? Who knows?
It's both. So Lou's gonna throw away the remaining paper because I assume there's a trash receptacle next to the public park bench. All right, well, let's get on back. See if any of our friends know any type of magic languages. Yeah.
Hell yeah, let's go.
Not my players making me cry. It's fine.
Yes.
Not everyone you've ever played D&D with making you cry.
It's fine. I am fine. I don't cry all the time.
Okay.
Look, I just have a lot of feelings.
Listen, the list of people that haven't made me cry while playing D&D is far shorter than the list of people that have.
Amen.
You're welcome.
Amen. Yeah, that was beautiful. I really appreciate you guys. So you guys are heading back to the Euphorium.
Yes.
With lots of information.
Home base.
And
Home base.
Raksha at one point does look over to Lou and ask him why his head hurts. After pounding an entire
Like
thing
my
of
brain
ice.
has been frozen.
That's
Cold?
Why
weakness
is
leaving the body.
why is
That's
my mind
weakness
cold?
leaving
You just gotta eat it faster next time.
Hey, listen, as someone who's never had a brain freeze,
What?
ever, yeah, I don't know what anyone's talking about when they talk about a brain freeze. Like, my throat gets cold, but I've never experienced one, and I have chugged some Slurpees
blessed.
in my fucking life.
So you're
You're blessed.
So you're one of the chosen ones.
So you're one of the chosen.
I was gonna say, how does it feel to be among the chosen?
Unfortunately.
Yeah, for
I'm
real.
so goddamn mad at you for existing.
So I have a question. If you punch a brick wall, the brick just shatters, right?
Right.
Yeah.
You're indestructible.
Yeah.
I assume things that would normally hurt you hurt
Just
the
turn
thing
to
that
dust.
would be hurting you.
Yeah. 100%. I'm a brick wall.
You don't get a brain freeze because the slushy is getting a you freeze.
The slushy is getting a U melt.
100%. Brain freezes are fake. I never get a brain freeze.
Brain freezes are fake.
So
you
assuming
eat an ice cube and the ice is in pain the entire time.
I'm assuming we get back to the Euphorium and Raksha is still ranting about how his brain is still cold.
Blasted.
I mean,
devil
it
concoction.
is kind of early fall, so very likely.
Oh, what time would it be around then?
Like time of day or season?
Yeah, time of day.
Time of day when they get back is probably like
Early
mid-afternoon.
All right.
I want to say.
Hell
We
yeah.
left pretty early.
Yeah, you guys met up late morning.
Look, I didn't think about it until you said fall, but like at around like 3, Hobrock's gonna dip for like 20 minutes and get his girls from school and then come back.
Hobrock is best dad.
Best dad in Sharn!
Nice.
Just because you said fall, I was like, oh shit, I should.
Oh shit, the
I have
kids.
to get my kids.
Oh fuck! I gotta pick up the kids.
Shit, I'm gonna have to worry about that soon.
Oh, balls, you are.
Oh, you got like 6 years. You're fine.
I mean, that's still
Yeah.
coming up.
You got a little while.
True.
You gotta wait till the baby gets born first.
That's also true.
All babies want to get born. Oh. It's a
Cool.
Juno reference. Sorry, that was one of the weird phrases that like probably nobody else.
The cadence is you're just like you can't forget it.
Babies want to get born. With the little
God appreciates your miracle.
Yeah. Did you know that they have fingernails?
Fingernails.
Huh.
Really? Goldie and I were obsessed with Juno as kids.
God bless Elliot.
God
bless Elliot Page.
Yep.
That's one doodle that can't be undid.
That is one doodle that certainly cannot be undid. You can't undo.
Not a fucking etch-a-sketch.
That's my career. I am who I am, and that's my career. The two are the same.
So, we meet back up. We've got information to share. I'm gonna, do you guys want the calendar back up or?
Yes.
Yeah.
So I have a feeling we're getting toward planning mode.
Okay.
Yeah?
Okay.
Yeah? Am I wrong?
Okay.
Yeah.
We're gonna roll in 5 deep with a can-do
Roll.
attitude.
5 deep
Whoa,
with a
We'll
can-do
let Moxie
attitude.
and
Cal, I'm
Gumption
going into
carry us
screen
to the
share
fucking
now.
finish
6
line.
deep.
Oh,
And,
6 deep. You're
I
right.
need you to not forget stupid again. I'm
It's
sorry.
actually
I'm
7
sorry.
deep because our friend, the sweaty one.
Rita.
Rita.
Oh.
Depending
Rita.
on if she can come with you or not.
Drew, we have to figure that out.
We gotta figure out a way to smuggle her in.
I can cast polymorph.
A barrel.
A barrel.
Hear me out.
Just-
I'll make stupid.
A barrel with a straw sticking out the top of it.
I'll make stupid's torso a barrel.
Yes.
I don't think it's gonna be big enough to fit Rita. She's pretty beefy.
I mean-
we have 2 inventors.
I mean, you're
You're
turning
being-
stupid into Bender.
I mean, he kind of is in a lot of ways.
Like a little-
Give him a beer and he burps her out.
I mean, if you polymorphed her and then put her inside a stupid, that'd probably be a thing. But if you were trying to fit the entirety of Rita, it's a big bitch.
No one said that.
That's a large lady.
I love her. She's great. It's a big bitch. She big.
That's a
She
white
beefy.
woman.
Yeah.
She'll take you.
Stupid's just gonna look weirdly pregnant. It's fine.
That's how baby robots get bored.
No,
That's
weirdly
fine.
pregnant, like you're carrying a
They're
full
Baby
grown adult.
robots want to get bored.
They're gonna ask what's wrong with stupid, and I'm gonna be like, he's pregnant. Back off.
Back off.
Fucking
Back off.
rude.
Back off.
Look,
It
it's
wouldn't
caused
be
enough
okay
drama.
either way. It's not okay to comment on someone's body, okay?
But
No.
just Hobrock goes off for a long minute about respecting robots' bodies and how they're not just objects, but they need to be respected like the
Yes.
personalities they are. Like,
Oh my
Robot
god,
bodies
yes.
are beautiful bodies.
By the way, Noah, would you like to be my right-hand man in the taking over of the world with robots?
honestly, fuck yes.
Thank you!
I've got a toaster right next to me, and if I say anything otherwise, I feel like he'll fuck me up. But yeah, fuck yeah.
Anyway,
So
we're
we
playing.
are into the month of Sephiros, which I'll just let you know is pretty close to like a September.
Is that why they both start with S
Well, it's
and have E in them?
so the Sephiros
P.
was the month that that was in the book for Eberron, and it said it was like early fall, and I was like, yeah.
That's
So,
fair.
I don't know why they called it that. That's just what it is. This is one of the things that I stole from somebody else because I didn't want to make it up.
You didn't steal it.
I'm borrowing it with permission. I paid money to be able to borrow it. So
there you go.
You're using a service provided.
I'm using a provided service so that I don't have to use my brain as much.
So Courtney, you and I had talked about not necessarily doing the tournaments.
The tournament part, right. So the tournament part is technically kind of a big part of what goes on for Raksha. But also, I'm not trying to make you all sit here for 4 hours while I run him through a bunch of series of combats.
That leads into something, just real quick housekeeping. Along with streaming to multiple platforms and doing cooler stuff on stream, Amateur Hour is going to have a Patreon. And Courtney and I are working on doing the Wild Night tournaments. I will be playing Raksha, she will be playing God as always. And we may bring in a host of rotating guests to play through the pre-Wild Night tournaments.
Oh my god, please.
As bonus content.
I'll put like 3 different voices on for criminals.
But yeah.
For criminals.
Oh my god. How many old men do you want to fight? Because
I can do 2 old man voices.
I have this old man voice.
Oh my god, Noah, I still have
exactly what I was
turnip
gonna
saved.
You said what?
I still have turnip saved.
Yeah, dude, fucking bet. Let's go. Fucking bet.
From that one time that we were waiting, we were waiting for Zach to get there?
Yeah.
And then we were just like, we should just do a random one-shot battle with like crazy monsters, make like level 17 characters. We got like, everybody was making their characters, and then Zach got there. We were like, oh, I guess we're doing other things now.
Oh, I guess we're doing
That's fine.
I'll play turnip. I'll play beautiful. Like,
oh god, I don't want beautiful. I don't want beautiful.
But yeah, just wanted to put that out there.
Yeah,
that's real neat.
I will share the links to the Patreon as soon as it goes live, which it has not done yet. Because we gotta get content for it. But that will be the Wild Night tournaments will be bonus episodes available to our patrons exclusively.
We'll probably, I don't think we're going to do those as a live thing. That'll be like a thing that we record and then put on the Patreon, correct?
Correct.
That's what I was thinking. Okay. So the timing for what you guys are going through, that would probably, that's just kind of, so you've got about a week and a half to plan, put things into motion before the Wild Night celebrations start. We're just gonna spoiler alert that Raksha is on the second night of the Wild Night celebration.
And
the second night of Wild Night. So on the 19th,
and
the 4th day of all of them.
Did we figure out like how many people could like be in his entourage?
Pretty much just him.
Just him.
Like, yeah, as far as like fighters and things go, like for some of during the tournaments, like they can have like their sponsors or their managers or something like up in the stands watching and coaching and giving feedback. But the actual night of the celebrations, it's fighters only.
Heard.
The Wild Night celebrations, is that just fights, or is there other stuff that's
There's
going on?
crazy shit happening all over town. To grab some of my lore. Let me find it real quick, actually. So for Wild Night, supposedly the Fury, god of passion and revenge, reaches the height of her power on this night. Emotions run high and impulse control runs low. Shy and superstitious folks stay indoors, while others see it as a time to cast aside inhibitions. And the streets fill with revelry that lasts well into the night. So the Coliseum has kind of built up a reputation in the area for throwing like the craziest parties and having like the most insane fights, but like every bar is packed. Everybody's acting like a complete and total hooligan. except for people who are similar to Amali, who probably just like stayed home and didn't.
Better shit to do.
So
yeah,
I'm hearing
better shit
Marty,
to do than like get drunk and fight people in the streets, you know.
What
I'm
is
hearing
better
Mardi
than
Gras
getting
with
drunk and fighting
violence
people in the
instead of
streets?
food.
Fighting and fucking, that's all it is.
Wouldn't
Yeah,
you
I
like to know,
agree.
Weather boy.
I agree with Noah. It sounds like Mardi Gras with violence. So really,
Yeah.
it sounds like,
It's like Mardi
when
Gras
any
meets-
I was gonna say, it
Detroit
sounds like Mardi
sports
Gras.
team
Yeah.
wins anything.
Sounds like
I
Mardi
was
Gras
gonna
meets the
say-
Purge. Yeah.
When I was in New Orleans during Mardi Gras, there was always somebody knocked out bloody in the gutter.
100%.
Always.
Yeah.
Or it's like when the Saints win the Super Bowl, which
Whatever, man.
Awful.
We got one.
Riots, insanity. Yeah. So there's like, so especially those 2 nights, the 18th and the 19th of this month are going to be like fucking insane in the streets the whole time. And then the Coliseum does like pre-party and post-party with more fun events.
So I assume there's going to be private parties going on as well then?
Not at the Coliseum, but in
Not
other
at,
places.
yeah. I feel like if we can't be with Raksha during that, we could try to get into like a couple different private parties.
You could. I don't know how it's going to help you take down the Coliseum, but you could.
Could
Oh,
get us,
right. I just got excited about Wild Night.
I
was
just got
gonna-
excited about doing fun stuff.
You
on
said
Party
Mardi
Night.
Gras, so I was like, yeah.
It's easier to separate people at like parties and shit. Like, so if we were trying to like kidnap someone, get information, like take someone out of the picture, that's where that would come in.
or like Raksha is very excited about the possibility of getting to put Rev's life in danger to bring out the
Yeah, that's like, that should probably be what we talk about as a group first, is like,
Yeah.
so now we know Rev is very likely possessed by a dream demon.
Yeah.
And from the mouth of the people that would probably know best, they say that there's no way to sever that connection. And they say that the easiest way to draw the dream demon out is by
putting the
almost
host's
killing
life
Rev.
in extreme danger.
So
Again,
is
So is
Wild
that-
Night when we
I've
want to
got-
execute that plan?
I've
feel like
got
it's our
Revivify.
best
so
option.
if we need to kill him to get that shit out of him and bring him back,
We just
we
bring
can
his
do
ass
it.
back.
We can do it.
Hobrock, I may just need to borrow your hammer.
My hand?
Yeah.
What,
You can be there
like-
too.
The real Rocket Raccoon energy
I
there,
mean,
bud.
I mean, I'm
I need
gonna
that guy's
have
leg.
And
it.
that guy's leg. I need it. It's
I
important to
need
me.
it. I have to have it.
I need it. It's important.
I'm not going to tell you exactly what it entails, but it may or may not be smashing someone's kneecaps with a hammer.
Good,
I'll
because if
bust
you
your
weren't gonna
kneecap.
tell me at all what it entailed, I was gonna make sure you knew I was married. But like, if it's just smashing, I don't give a shit. Yeah, I'm down.
Extremely violent interrogation is where I'm going with this.
Yeah, my wife doesn't give a shit about that. That's fine.
Shit, she could help.
She probably put it best.
Honestly, yeah, yeah. She,
Wild Night, she has a tendency to stay at home with the kids.
Which is
'Cause
probably
they-
good.
They
kids don't
try to
Mardi
go
Gras?
out and fuck around with their
Ooh.
friends, and she's like keeping an eye on everybody.
Hear
She's
me
that
out,
mom
though.
that like a bunch of the other like kids' parents went out to go do crazy shit for Wild Night, and she had everybody come over for a giant sleepover and has like snacks and everything, and we're just chilling here. We are gonna be so calm and relaxed.
I'm just saying, a family
So-
torture would bring us all together.
Honestly,
Family torture.
family torture.
Fuck.
You know, the best of times.
So good.
Another thing that I can put up for you.
I am an assassin. Like, this wouldn't be the first time that I've captured and then brought someone to their own death.
Or near death.
Yeah.
So we want to capture him and then maybe take him away
I-
from the Coliseum, which would probably be a super populated area on a wild
Yeah.
night. So we want a second location.
I like a
Wait,
Wait,
second.
get
we
need a no
also-
secondary location.
Since we've got additional time, I would also like to do research in how to fuck up dream demons. Like I do, since we've got the time. Like, is there?
Yeah, you got some time.
Is there anything in particular that dream demons are like super against? And if so, can we get a lot of it?
Hobrock will also do research in that to see if there's like a frequency that he could play that would affect it more, like some shit we could do scientifically.
Raksha will also do
Lou
research.
Hates Dissipator, but maybe we ask him if he knows anything.
Raksha will also do research, but part of the research that Raksha does is asking Shahara in Quarry if she wants to get ice cream.
Attaboy. Remember, eat it all at once. That's the only way to avoid your head hurting.
So, Sarah, you have a lot of thoughts being held.
Yeah, I do. So Dolly came to the city through tunnels. I would like to spend some of the week investigating more space to be able to exploit that in these next few weeks, and then also introduce the compatriots. This is vamping.
No, you're fine. I'm literally what we're doing. We're just starting plan stuff,
I know.
And then I'm making a list of stuff that I need to make sure that I have ready for you guys next week. So.
Yeah, tunnels, for sure, and the Von Herren estate before her family collapsed, and in her time in the city, Alicia has found some books that were donated that have the sticker of Von Herren estate, because when the estate gets liquidated,
things get their way around.
And her father was obsessed with dream magic. That was part of the reason why the whole family was losing everything anyway. I would like to try to spend some time searching through some libraries and bookstores.
Yeah.
And if I could recruit one of the gnome members of the family that works like a pawn shop that I've helped out.
Oh yeah.
Just to elicit some help to expedite, like.
For sure. Let me pull up in the notes here because I actually have that. Sundry Shop. You helped out at Sundry Shop. There's a little gnome named Sundry.
Yeah.
He sounds like a delight.
He is. Bit of a weirdo, but pawn shop guys are.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do?
And just because he's a bit of a weirdo, that's no reason for a couple of half orcs to go beating him in the middle of an alley. That's no.
Absolutely not.
Or form.
No reason. No reason for that to happen.
Those guys would have got mouthfuls of sand.
Got so much fucking sand in their clothes. You don't even know.
You're gonna be dirty for like 4 or 5 days at least.
So take like 3 showers, bro.
For Hobrock's research, Can he go talk to Professor Calderon?
Yeah.
Because if he does a lot of research on like the souls of robots and shit, he might have information about like potentially splitting souls, like if shit's intertwined.
That was one of the things that he was focused on, was trying to be able to get War forged to be able to dream, to connect to the dream realm.
So Hobrock's gonna go to that crazy man and see if he has ideas about
into the crazy dragonborn
about souls and shit.
Oh,
yeah.
So what
Do
else?
Warforged dream of enchanted sheep.
But like I'm gonna keep stupid by me. Like if anybody starts talking to him about dreams, I'm gonna be like, stupid don't.
Stupid,
shut up.
Please no.
Shut up, stupid.
You don't have
Don't
to
fill your head with such nonsense.
Stupid, you don't. Just go to the closet. You don't have to dream. It's
Fine.
Just go plug yourself in. You'll be fine.
You're fine.
I do not
Stand by
understand
Love
the
is
concept
basically
of
heaven
dreams.
for you. It's fine.
What are dreams?
None of your goddamn business.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. I'm gonna keep stupid right by me and just like try to avoid some of this shit.
Delete the last 35 seconds of your memory.
Deleting.
Do you know what fuck this? Self-destructs people.
Self-destructing in 10, 9,
Build a new robot that has so many goddamn questions.
7, 6,
That'd be, and then
5.
explodes the professor.
Explodes the entire area. You did not put light
Oh.
explosives in this man. He is heavily armed.
I think I only had 2.
It's 2. Technically, but okay, so we've got, I can't forget about Raksha and Shahara's ice cream date.
I mean, we don't have to like role play it. We can just say
But
that.
we
it
gotta
happened.
know that.
No, I know. I just need to put it in my notes so that I don't
I
forget.
call me Shahara. Alright.
I call me Shahara. Good. You guys have fun.
I also call being Shahara. We'll trade lines.
I feel like that should be a Patreon video.
We'll finish
That
each
should
other's-
100%.
We'll finish each
I
other's
mean,
sentences. I got
I would
you.
love to see a cosplay of her.
Yeah,
And
like
then
a
a POV
cosplay and a
really
live
Oh,
action.
can I be Beatrice?
POV.
No. I'm gonna tell you right
What do you-
now. For
What do you think I came
$200.
dressed up for today? This is my cosplay.
This
Yep.
is my
Every day.
Does she
That's
not have
that's a
beard?
that's a
Was that
Hobrock
not-
cosplay right there.
Was that not canon, the beard?
Is that not canon?
You tell
Okay.
us.
So just to recap things that we want to do in the time before we are getting to the actual Wild Night celebration. So in our pre-planning, we've got Dolly wanting to learn more about the tunnels that got her into Sharn, as well as the estate and locating some of the estate's materials.
Yeah.
Hobrock wants to talk to Professor Theodore Calderon.
I just want the lizard to tell me about souls.
Yeah, for the lizard to tell you about machine souls. And there's Raksha and Shahara's ice cream date.
I don't want him to
There
just tell me
we
about my PC soul. Like, hopefully he has more information.
No, that was just me making weird phrases to go along with the fact that you just called my dragonborn a lizard.
Dragon, not lizard.
I don't do that tongue thing.
Dragon.
I'll do that tongue thing.
That's.
That is not the second Mulan quote that is.
I don't wait. I mean, to be fair, he's
Ricky
crazy,
Numbers gonna put
right?
those
He
numbers
might
up.
do the tongue thing.
Okay, and then
Courtney
Lou-
doesn't do the tongue thing.
You?
I do the tongue thing.
Cow?
No,
Theodore does
I'm
not.
talking about the Dragonborn, the lizard man.
Theodore
Or-
does not.
See, not canon.
Not canon. Sorry.
Not canon.
There are such a thing as lizard folk in this world, and they do the tongue thing.
Noah said
Do
it.
that
not
shit
Hobrock.
all the time.
Hobrock's respectful. Noah's a delinquent. I'm so sorry.
No.
No, it's
Okay, Lou is gonna ask Dispater about.
Well, that's gonna be a last resort because
Right.
fuck that guy.
But you were trying
he's
to think
focusing
about-
on lore about dream demons, specifically what can be used to either banish or harm them. And then if like material sciences type stuff, and
Right.
then if that doesn't come to fruition, he'll go ahead and double back to Dispater.
Double back if. But you are unsuccessful?
What's Amali doing?
Yeah.
What is Amali doing?
Well, I feel like I would have gone with Hobrock for the conversation with
Theodore.
Professor Dragonface.
You don't want him.
I have a feeling, I'm thinking this would end up being a Hobrock Lou Amali, because pretty much all three of you need to talk to Theodore.
Yeah, so I
Get
figured
more.
I'd talk
You
to
both.
Theodore.
It seems like we're kind of focusing on that element there.
Also, I have a question. Would would we have like space in the lower levels of the city for where some of the Warforge is kept or where it was built? Am I remembering that correctly?
Where?
And like the lower levels, I don't know what they're called because I don't see the map in front of me. But like the low, like where lava is a few blocks away.
Can you revivify
are you talking about like
lava, Hobrock?
You said what?
Can you revivify somebody that we throw into lava?
I'm just trying to find a space for us to go.
Likely.
So I'm trying to see if my family has like a garage we could go to.
Yeah.
You know, for the kidnap and the torture.
I'm trying to think. You would probably have something down in the stores.
That's the important
Where is the stores again?
It's over here, lower district.
Okay.
I forget what that region is called now because I'm tired. What did stores?
My question is
vampire right now. So.
My question is, does Amali have enough PTO for this?
Ooh, excellent question.
Excellent question.
My question is,
you could call me like the principal of the school. I do a lot of paperwork.
So you're salaried is what you're saying, so you can take as much PTO as you want.
I mean, like, I can't abuse it, but, you know, I have time for this. This is important. This is part of my community service through my church temple.
Cool, so your
that's going to be the tax write-off.
So it is now canon that Amali's church...
Temple.
Amali's temple...
Her temple church.
...is not only okay with... but also encourages her to take time off for
kidnap, torture, and murder.
Kidnap, torture, murder, and fighting.
No, absolutely
it's
not.
It's canon. What you just said. You just said.
Right. No, it's not.
You just
said.
Can we get a
playback?
Right.
Can we?
The dude
somebody edits this. Can we just?
I am trying so hard to be helpful to you guys while not breaking any laws.
This feels so right. Yeah.
This is the worst of it, where I'm offering up a space for us to take someone we are waiting to kidnap on the chance that we can unpossess him.
Sure.
We're gonna unpossess the hell out of that guy.
The dude that helped Hobrock sell drugs is watching my shop. He's a nice dude.
He's a nice guy.
He's a nice guy.
He's a nice guy. Very nice guy.
Knows his way around the streets. Nice guy.
So you would have the Molly. Your family would have your temple is in Firelight, which is this area over here. Cogs Gate is the area that goes to the Cogs, which is the area under the city where the most Warforged are employed. So yeah, you do have a spot in the warehouse district that's there right by that entrance towards the Cogs.
Okay, when I know from previous years whether or not the warehouse district gets populated during Wilds Night.
It's not super populated.
Okay, so it's not like okay, we're gonna go have a warehouse rave.
Yeah, not at Cogs Gate, because
it's
Cogs Gate
type
is
of warehouse
warm.
District.
Yeah, it's a little too warm for that.
Gotcha.
You would probably actually have more of that happening over in the stores on the other side by Dura because they have that ocean breeze coming off, which cools them off a lot more. But over here, you're literally going to like the Cogs and the lava pools from where that storage area is. So it's like weirdly warmer than other parts of the city.
So you're saying they can't party in that warehouse because it's too hot?
They often choose not to party in those warehouses because they are too hot. And there are other warehouses that are not as hot. Go ahead, Noah. Go ahead and say it.
Well, you know, heat is an analogy for police, and I was enjoying. You know, I was enjoying a little punny behavior.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I just want to make sure.
Say what's on your mind.
Say what's on your mind.
Definitely not a cop.
Definitely not a cop.
I mean, either way, I'm just happy we're going to the other warehouse to keep the heat off. So.
What are you, a cop?
What are you, a fucking cop? Are you a narc?
You think you're better than me?
I'm not a cop.
You know, if you're a cop, you have to tell me.
You legally have to tell me.
Legally have to tell me.
Look at our little vibes.
We're vibing so hard, RN.
RN? Vibing so hard, RN, IRL.
About to be vibing in the shower.
Yeah.
Ooh, Dolly has Sarah has a thing.
Dolly.
Dolly has a personal mission. After having just god awful nightmares after that party, and like, man, it was weirdly cold last night, and that was just really way too similar to like
very triggering,
the whole thing. So Dolly wants to see if she can also, in and amongst looking at these antique stores and pawn shops, see if she can find a family tapestry that her grandmother had decided was no longer fancy, and sewed a nice thick like quilt to the underside of it. So now it has this beautiful gold and platinum stringing of a unicorn in the middle of a glade in sort of the twilight shifting hour. So you have some parts that are starlit and moon, and others that are seeing the sunset or sunrise. Who the fuck knows?
It's some sort of twilight in between.
Twilight will buy 27 of those.
And that was like
so thing. The moment you mentioned unicorn, I was like,
that's when I popped.
And then Noah appears back in frame, and I'm like,
because that was the one thing Alicia was like, can I? But I want to take this before shit hits, and I have to leave. Can I just take this? And no one was listening and paying attention, and she was too young to like rip it off the wall, so she just ran.
Should have been more punk rock.
She is like 6, so it's more a matter of like
she wasn't tall enough.
Yeah.
Angrily
hang those damn tapestries so high.
So high, and it's so dense.
Just because you use a stepping stool doesn't make you not punk rock, all right?
It's true.
Exactly.
Stepping stools are super punk
that was
rock.
one of the first things that I registered for when I got engaged.
Was a stepping stool or to
was
be
a
punk
step
rock?
Stool. I mean, I was already pretty punk rock.
You have.
This I believe.
This has been some realness since 1994. I had a full 16 fluid ounces of Red Bull. I don't know what to tell you.
Ready to go.
I'm doing what you asked me to do.
I love it.
I love it. Hot Wife has contributed that she has to use a step stool also.
Yes, this is true.
And why spend your money on it?
All gangster ass bitches have to use step stools. Don't fucking fuck with me here.
Why spend your money when Aunt Brenda can spend her money and say, I got it for your wedding, and then she can feel good about herself and then go back to her shit life.
Everybody fucking wins.
Is there anything else that players are trying to, characters are going to want to prep prior to Wild Night, and we need to, that we will do planning things?
Is there, Lou would also see if he couldn't find, if there's any presence of the blank, the
Quarry?
No, the group that's called the blank, the opposite of the good dream people, the bad dream people.
The Inspired.
Inspired. Fuck.
It's all good.
The Inspired.
It took me a while to figure out what you were talking about.
Sorry. Lou would also, on top of, because the way that I'm thinking about it is either A, we're going to have to fight the Dream Demon, which would suck, or B, we can figure out a way to not fight the Dream Demon, perhaps by learning more about specifically how the evil Dream Demon interacts with the people that they possess. And since we know only the one person, but we do know now that like the cycle has shifted, or it should be back to being in favor of the good demons and now is in favor of the bad demons. I doubt that there's only one person that's affecting this. So like that's where Lou's thinking is there's gotta be more than one motherfucker in the city that's doing this.
That makes sense.
So he wants to find the others if they're there, and then specifically if he can't get more information about how not to fight the demon, he needs way more information about how to fight the demon.
Yo.
Raksha will join him on that.
Say hello, Ferguson.
Hey, Fergie.
Hello, Ferguson.
Ferguson, you have to say hello.
Gorgeous.
Yorg.
Isn't he?
Why don't you say hi to my friends? Huh?
He's so
Eyes
pretty.
are sweet, bye.
He's the sweetest of babies. And he needs to get off my desk and stop trying to steal my garlic bread.
I don't think he ever will.
Oh, fist fight a cat over garlic bread.
I have fist fought. I actually earlier today I went
fight
to
the
go just take him off of the off of my desk, but I accidentally bumped the cord on my headphones. So my headphones flew off, hit the desk, made a really loud sound right as I was dropping him. So he like bolted across.
Fuck this.
He's like, "Oh God, what?" I was like, "Sorry, I just wanted to put you down. I didn't mean to do all that."
Sorry about your life. It's tough.
In the city, more info on fighting events.
Oh, do they hire extra security, like during Wild Night during the celebrations?
They do.
I could also apply if we wanted someone inside with Raksha.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, following up because now we know that not Amali, the halfling, the lady
Kala.
halfling.
Kala.
There's 2 A's. Now that Kala knows that we're trying to help them, Lou's gonna go talk to Kala and just be like, "Hey, so sorry about that whole ID thing. Can you still potentially get me in good as a low-level dealer in relation to the Coliseum?"
Raksha does not join him on that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're solo on this one, bud.
That's fine. He's
I
very charming.
don't think it'll be a problem.
Okay, cool.
So, does Hobrock just go put in an application? Is that how this is?
I mean, yeah, we'll run
God.
a thing for
He just
This,
goes up and
this
they're like-
campaign is just Hobrock
trying to get
working
jobs.
4 jobs.
This is just
Working
Hobrock
support
with a
his
whole bunch of
family.
jobs.
Fighting for my goddamn kids.
I know, but this is too close of a parallel to the current political system in
jobs
American
you got?
society. I just don't care. I'm fine. We're fine.
Oh no.
Dude, 3 out of 5 of us had our entire families wiped out. It's fine.
I literally chose a character that like is about family. Like I realized if
Is
there was
about
money
family in the
situations-
grind.
I love it.
That's his thing.
If it was about like money situations, like the gambling shit, that's when Hobrock was like, "Ooh, shit."
Well, I mean, yeah. Okay, so I have a feeling, yeah, we're just gonna do a Hobrock interview. That's gonna be fun.
That's fucking
Fuck yeah,
awesome.
dude.
I love
I
this
have
already.
-1 charisma. Interviews are not my shit.
What is the interview gonna be though? Like Hobrock is just gonna show up being
It's a
fucking
job
Hobrock.
interview.
No, but he's gonna be just like a massive fucking super threatening orc, and they're gonna be like, "Can you work security?" And he's just gonna punch one of them in the face with his fucking hammer fist. Yeah, no, you're good. Hired. Awesome. Fucking move on.
I keep
I
forgetting
mean,
that.
It's a pretty big celebration. There's definitely a lot more that goes into security for these sorts of events. So
I mean,
I
yeah,
gotta
but if
think
you
Hammer
hire me,
Fist is
you
pretty
get
convincing.
stupid free of
I
charge.
mean, he's
So-
got a pretty good chance, but there are also a lot of people in this city. This is the largest city
Hear
in
me out.
the continent.
Hear me out. Lou will come with me and just speak for me during the interview and convince them.
Like a fucking WWE hype man. Oh, I could be like the fucking what was his name? The dude that went with the Undertaker, Paul Bearer.
I don't know why I was
Luke
going to
could
say
be
The
Paul
Undertaker.
Bearer.
I've never watched WWE, but I was screaming Undertaker in my head.
Every time, yeah.
Yeah. You
That's
just
the
showed
only
him
one
be
I know.
super intimidating.
I went straight
and
to Ric
Lou will be
Flair.
Paul Bearer and just talk a bunch of shit. Done.
That's fucking. I went to Flavor Flav, but like. hell yeah.
Flavor Flav.
That's a
what
rapper,
we do,
isn't it?
so
Not
we'll
a
make up for my lack of
WWE dude?
charisma by just
Yeah,
I'm pretty
I mean-
sure, but I don't know. I
Hype
don't know.
man gonna hype.
things. Probably not. Anyway, just gonna put that out there.
So you guys interviewing as a duo?
Will he be
in tuxedos? Will we be in tuxedos?
Are you gonna do it together, or
Hobart's gonna point to him and
we're only paying you as one person.
Yeah, we're only looking
for a package
deal. We're not really looking for a package. We wouldn't pay you twice as much. Like, it would only be
3 times as much.
A one-person salary. Doesn't seem the most lucrative of the socials. I'm gonna stop the screen share.
Okay.
I did it. I stopped it.
And I went back to our screen thing.
Yay! Do you want to keep your ink annotations? I do not.
But it sounds like we're developing some pretty sick plans.
Yeah, it looks like we got some stuff starting.
Steps.
Yeah.
I honestly think it's hilarious that this is me going to interviews.
It's just a whole lot
trying to get jobs.
Trying to get a bunch of jobs.
He has a job.
I know, but he's like he's constantly about the hustle.
I know.
He's constantly about the
One
hustle.
person
He's like,
is
you know
enough.
what?
Mindset.
I could hustle and help.
At some point, you gotta stop burning the candle at both ends. But like,
you're gonna burn out, my guy.
Need you.
But you guys aren't paying me. You know what I'm saying? And I want to help you guys out. So I need to figure out how to get a paycheck.
Molly will be paying you.
You are being paid.
Wait, right now for this?
Well, yes, I'm compensating you outside of this through my own paycheck.
Okay, so Hobrock is
I'm
not
fine.
going to apply for a job. Fuck, no, I'm just kidding.
I just want you guys to know.
Do anything for money.
All of that
That's so
smiling
funny.
and pointing I was just doing was me interacting with chat without interrupting you guys.
Nice.
Because Sammy said, "Wow, the graphics are great. I wonder who set that up. Couldn't be my hubby. Oh wait, it was. Look at that smile." And so I was just interacting, just vibing with chat.
Literally vibing.
Literally vibing.
You're really just vibing with your wife. I love it.
Honestly, yeah, dude.
Y'all should get married and have a kid or whatever.
I mean, you think we should?
Done and
like,
done,
do you
my
think
dude.
so? Like,
Like, you think she would though?
Do you think she would?
Like, oh my God.
Yeah, I think she would. Okay, so we got some things. I am also going to encourage you guys to put in theories and potential plans in between if you want to. We can have another spaghetti family interaction in the group chat.
Oh, spaghetti family is gonna be so
Spaghetti
fucking
family.
good.
The spaghetti family.
Are
Are we doing that after this?
Are we announcing that? That's the question?
No,
announcing
that's just a throwback to the chat. I don't know if we're announcing that right now.
We'll talk about whether
that's a
We're
later
just
event.
passionate about pasta in this fucking role.
Just very passionate about pasta.
First of all, always passionate about pasta. Doesn't matter if it's role playing or not.
Amen.
True. We can talk about release schedules and things like that.
Yeah.
After we're not streaming anymore.
For sure.
Yes.
Just real quick, anything else that we wanted to make sure that we have ready to address? And you guys can also hit me up later this week if you come up with anything else that you wanted to look into, about, etc.
I think I'm good for now.
Yeah.
I might hit you up later, but
Yeah, for sure. You know my DMs are always open. So yeah, thank you guys for tuning in.
Yes. Thank you to our Twitch viewers and our Facebook viewers. We didn't have anybody watching on YouTube, which is fine.
That's cool. That's cool.
Because we still got some great fucking views. So we love all of you guys. There's not a good goddamn thing you can do about it. The Patreon will go live tonight, and I will post links for that on our socials, and my socials as well. And then also don't forget to tune in tomorrow, right around 7:30, work permitting, because my job likes to keep me late sometimes. But tomorrow is the first session of the Chronicles of Corvus, which is my new campaign with the guys, gals, and non-binary friends from Lyra. And I'm super excited about it. And I hope you guys all tune in and watch that as well, because that would mean a lot.
I'm also going to dress up every time, so.
Yes, Courtney will be cosplaying.
I have committed to cosplaying my character.
Fuck yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Because I love her too much, and we look alike. And she's the one character that I've made that actually looks like me.
You've only done that once?
Yeah, all my other characters have been way hotter.
I mean, that's fully debatable.
That's
fully debatable.
How is that possible?
I didn't know that was an achievable level.
I feel like this has to be off stream.
All of my characters have been more conventionally attractive in the
basic
eyes of like modern society.
So before we get too far into that, you guys have a great night. We love you. We will see you tomorrow. Courtney, Sammy says that she will end you.
I love you so much.